Assalamu alaikum viewers. In this consecutive episode of my live session, the person who is going to add with me is Mr. Shamir Khosha from Pakistan. Within few minutes, he will remain connected with me, and this session is sponsored by Virtual Phone Line. Waiting for Shamir Khosha. Hopefully, he will get the connectivity. Till he is joining here, I am just having the drag into hot water for my throat as usual. Mr. Samir Khosha, yes, you are here. After tagging him, I am communicating with him via messenger, and he's here. And inshallah, we will get the connection here. You have a green colored exit option. Please put your finger over there to get the connectivity. Assalamu alaikum. Alhamdulillah, we get connected.
Walaikum assalam. We at last we have been connected. We were trying from last 15 minutes, and thank you, Mr. Rehan, for giving me an opportunity to have a conversation.
I am not Rehan. My name is Rayanul Kabir. You can ask me as my nickname is Ryan, not Rehan.
Rayan. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. Rayanul Kabir.
Yes.
Kabir. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody to Bangladesh and anyone who is who are watching us and who are watching us, and welcome to them also. Then shall we start our session, Mr. Rayan?
Okay, definitely. So here maximum viewers from subcontinent, I mean India, Pakistan and Bangladesh, and some viewers from Saudi Arabia as well. They are citizen of Pakistan but living in Saudi Arabia, and a viewer from Albania also joined with us. So better if you introduce yourself first before our viewers. Who are you and where are you from?
I am Shahmir Khoza from Quetta, Balochistan, Pakistan. Balochistan is actually Quetta is a provincial headquarter actually, and Balochistan is the biggest province of Pakistan. So I am originally I am a Baloch habitant. I have done my ACCA fundamental level, and along with my ACCA, I have also done my masters in international relations. Now, I was employed in the United Nations from last 2017 as a field monitoring associate in International Organization for Migration.
Brother,
great experience.
Brother, please, will you please repeat in which position you are working in UNO, and please take your microphone near to your mouth. I'm not listening it loudly.
Sure. So, sorry. Let me complete it again. I was employed in a UN-IOM International Organization for Migration. I have a great experience with the migrants of Afghanistan. Currently, there was a project named Afghan Citizen Card, which was run by the four stakeholders, in which IOM was one of them, and beside IOM, Commissionerate of Afghan Refugees, MORR, Ministry of Repatriation and Refugees from Afghanistan, and NADRA, National Database Registration Authority of Pakistan. We jointly, the four stakeholders, have registered the undocumented Afghans, which has it almost 1 million individuals major. So nowadays I am in search of a business. Actually, connecting with the Rayanul is one of the part of my job, which was given by Mr. Rehan Allahwala, Mr. Rehan, who has given me a task to introduce 50 of his friends and introduce myself 50 of his friends, among whom I was connected with the Mr. Rayanul Akbar. He is the first one with whom I am connecting. So guys, I am in need of a good ideas and suggestions that what to do in my future regarding business and what are the markets. I am in search of a rice market also from Saudi Arabia. I am also a rice grower, landlord also. I have once I used to have a firm, but nowadays we have been shut down our firm due to under such circumstances. So I am again in search of exporting rice from Pakistan to overseas. Now, what is the best market for me? I am in very good need of it to how to find the best market and best clients about this. So, guys,
definitely Bangladesh will be a best market for you. You know, fish and rice is our main food, and we the Bangladeshis, we are habituated to eat rice. So if you have comparatively better rice production, there in Pakistan, you will definitely export the rice here. And the Pakistani biryani is famous and well reputed in Bangladesh, and we are too much interested about the miscellaneous foods of Pakistan. So, brother, at the beginning, you are telling that once upon a time you were employee of UNO and you are contributing to for the betterment of the Afghan war demoralized refugee. So, Bangladeshi viewers are
of
keenly
Bangladesh.
interested to know. Bangladeshi viewers are keenly interested to know about that. Although Afghan refugees are taking shelter, still they are taking shelter in Pakistan. They are came into Pakistan for educational purpose, professional purpose. But what is the reason behind the disloyalty and mistrust between the two Muslim majority neighboring country? What is the reason behind the hatred between the inhabitants of Afghanistan and Pakistan?
It's actually, let me tell you the background of Afghan history. Actually, before partition or before 1857 War of Independence, we, the state of Balochistan and the state of KPK, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa right now, these were the once used to be a subject of Afghanistan. And although the Kalat state was, which is right now the portion is Balochistan, was an independent state, a Baloch state, but still it has a good relationships with Afghanistan, and it is called that once Afghanistan used to be rule up till Karachi, but after 1857, when the subcontinent was occupied by the English mercenaries or the East India Company, so it was there was a agreement between the Afghan government and the Pakistan government, which was known as the Durand Line Agreement between the Afghan Lord. I don't sorry, Afghan King. I don't remember his name exactly. And there was a Lord of English Lord. It separated the majority of the portions of Pakistan, whom used to be subject of Afghanistan once, from Afghanistan. From that day, the separated portions, likewise, Balochistan is a province in Pakistan. The same Balochistan is in Iran also, and in Afghanistan, which is known in Afghanistan, which is known as a Nimro, sorry, Nimroz province of Baloch. Same way, the Pashtun belt is also the northwest part of Pakistan is Pashtun in populated area. The both of sides have the same tribes and same culture, but they were unfortunately due to some such circumstances, the area was segregated between Pakistan and Afghanistan. While after 1979 invasion of made by the Russia, the tribes which used to be live in the other side of border used to be live in the Pakistani area also. So they welcomed the migrants from Afghanistan. With a huge quantity of migrants have shifted to migrated to Pakistan, which at that time it was a population of 5 million. But
Okay.
after some times uh, they um, they went back to Afghanistan after some invasion made by the America. So again they have been migrated to. So in this migration in this war-torn country, Afghanistan, the total framework of education, literacy, health was destroyed. Completely, it was destroyed. It was completely destroyed due to this destruction, which has been made by the Russia and just because of America, which we say, and just because of the warlords, they have been they left the life very illiterate. Fourth generation of Afghanistan is right now facing illiteracy. So when they face the illiteracy, they they were blaming the Pakistan for all of this. That Pakistan have done all. So they gave the what should I say that trainings and equipments and arms and ammunition to the so-called Taliban. Although Pakistan is the only country in the world who is giving them a best life to migrants, I think so. In my
Yes.
5 million migrants are residing in Pakistan. So can you believe they are making an economy for Pakistan? They are the huge economy of Pakistan. They are living very independently in Pakistan, in nowhere in the world. They can't live very peacefully just like they are living in Pakistan. They have a businesses. They are studying in schools. They have a good businesses. They are in every field. They even they are doing jobs right now, and they are getting the Pakistani nationalities also. But still, they are saying that the Pakistan is the sole responsible for the destruction of Afghanistan. That's I don't know why they are doing this. That's the hatred which has been embedded in their heart. Although what I think so, Pakistan have done a lot for them. Still, 5 million migrants are residing in Afghanistan, and Pakistan was giving them very peaceful life, even more peaceful than Afghanistan. They have some hate, hate against Pakistan, which I can understand that it will be uh, it will be removed with this when the time will pass, when the literate people will join, because right now the warlords are governing the Afghanistan governance. So everyone has their own interest regarding this. Warlords are not in the interest of their common people. They are doing what for their own sakes. And it's obvious that Pakistan is the country with the framework, with the structure, with the good governance, and with the rule of law. So Pakistan can't afford any warlord to dictate them. So that's obvious that warlords are not the ones to be rule or the challenge the rule of law. So it's obvious. So it's obvious that they will be bringing a mindset of they're creating their mindset of their people with their own views. So when it becomes to this level, what I told you, their framework, they are facing the fourth generation illiteracy, and that's obviously that when you uh, give any kind of views to any illiterate individual, they accept it immediately rather than a literate one who can question you that if you are giving me these comments, why you are giving these comments, on what grounds. So there is no one who to question these views. So that's why they little they are not in the best interest of Pakistan. Although what I think so, Pakistan have done for them, no one can do it for them. The Pakistan
Okay.
is still yes, sure.
Okay. Brother Shamir Kusha, are you listening me? Okay.
Yes, I am listening you.
Okay. Brother Shamir Kusha, are you listening me? Okay.
Yes, I am listening you, brother.
Okay. Okay. Brother Samir Khosha, I think the Bangladeshi viewers are waiting for the question that in the year of 2001, US troop invade and encroach the land of Afghanistan forcefully, and the US troop use the airbase of Pakistan on that situation. Probably the provoke is created against Pakistan inside the civilians of Afghanistan. There, we the Bangladeshis are predict that. So, is our prediction is right?
Beg your pardon, if you please repeat your question. It
Okay.
was just distorted
Okay, I'm repeating my question. In the year of 2001, US troops invade and encroach the land of Afghanistan forcefully, and the US troop use the airways of Pakistan, and that's why the civilians of Pakistan have hatred against Pakistan inside their heart. So this is our prediction. So is our prediction is right?
No, brother. No, my brother. There was a hatred, but let me tell you honestly, no, there is, you can't hate because under such circumstances, we were facing a threat from America. If we don't do this kind of act, that wasn't be a wise act to stop the America. Although America has told us that either you are allowing us or not, we can do it from another way. We can do it from Iran's airways. We can use the Central Asia. We can use the India also. and still they will be crossing over the airways of Pakistan. So there isn't any wise decision. There wouldn't be. That was a very wise decision by the Pakistani politicians or the generals that they allowed the Americans, because they were aware of the future. They know that the 45,000 Taliban's can't survive the attack of America. So it's in the best interest of Pakistan that rather than being destroyed by the America along with the Afghanistan, it would be a very wise and best decision to allow the America. Let them come to the Afghanistan. Let them come to the Afghanistan, and now you are facing that what the Americans are facing. They are facing a biggest threat of Taliban in the Afghanistan, and but there is no hatred against our government and the people of Pakistan, because we know what was the best decision at that time. For time being, there was a hatred among the people. They said that our generals, it's just a school of thought actually. It's not a hatred. There were different school of thoughts. One is optimistic, the other is pessimistic. The people at that time thought that we are killing our own Muslim brothers, allowing the Americans. But let me tell you one thing: what a man can do when he's facing a death in front of him. It's in Islam. Even you can disobey in that situation, that even you can say that I am no more Muslim if you are facing any death threat. The Pakistan was in the same situation. It was in the line of fire actually. What Mr. Musharraf has said in the line of titled his book, in the line of fire. Pakistan was in the line of fire at that time. If Pakistan won't allow the America, there will be a catastrophic loss to the Islamic world in face of the destruction of Pakistan. So it
Yes.
was not affordable. It was never ever affordable. We can afford the destruction of 45,000 Talibans, but we can't afford the destruction of Pakistan. It's one of the strongest. I think so. One of the you can say Pakistan is one of the country in Islamic world by whom most of the non-Muslims are. What can I say? That non-Muslims are play hide and seek games with them. Pakistan is the only country, I think so. They are one of the what can I a thorn in their necks actually, the non-Muslims. But it was the circumstances. You can't blame Pakistan for the loss and destruction of Afghanistan. It was under that situation we were trapped in that situation, that if we won't allow, there was a foreign minister of America, I don't remember his name, who threatened the Mr. General Pervez Musharraf of that time, who was the chief of army
Colin
staff,
Powell,
and the
probably.
other
Colin Powell.
Mr. Colin Powell, I think so, who threatened that I will turn the Pakistan into a stone age. So let me know that either it would be a
So on
wise
that moment,
decision to stop.
Pakistan was bound to give shelter the U.S. troops and uh, bound to
We were
leave the
not
air
bound.
base for the U.S. troops.
We
They
were
were not
not
bound.
bound. We were not bound, but under certain circumstances, we were made bound. We were made bound under certain circumstances. We were
Okay.
made bound. If we won't allow the Americans, I think so there will be a catastrophic loss to the Islamic world in the destruction, likewise the destruction of Pakistan. Can the Islamic world afford the destruction of Pakistan? I am questioning you, Mr. Rayanul Akbar. Can Islamic countries afford the destruction of Pakistan?
Sorry, will you please speak
Yes.
loudly?
I am saying that I have a question from you, that can Islamic countries afford the destruction of Pakistan, a destroyed
Never,
one?
never ever.
Never ever. The same was the situation with Pakistan at that time. If we won't allow the America at that time, they will. That's obvious. They will turn down us into a stone age,
Okay, so
and
you
that
mean
was just like here.
if Pakistan, okay, brother, you mean if Pakistan will not allow the U.S. troops to use the air base, then there will be a turmoil. There will be a warrantless turmoil will create inside Pakistan. That's why they uh, leave the
No,
air base to use against
not
Afghanistan.
inside the Pakistan. We will be facing a threat from the America, not inside the Pakistan. People of Pakistan are happy with their government. That's not a what the international media is showing that they are not happy. Yes, we are a little bit, we little bit disagree with the policies of our governments, but that doesn't mean that we are not in fair enough with our country or not fair enough with our army. We are fair enough with our army. We are fair enough with our government, but there are little policies under what circumstances have made the people to rebel against these governments. But with the passage of time, the things are getting improved, and the with people are coming under the rule of law. The organizations, the current government is one of the best governments in my opinion. What I have saw, that they are following the good governance policies, and they are the very fond of good governance policies, and uh, in each everywhere there are good and bad people, so that's obvious that there might be a win of good at the end of the day. So we are on the great path right now, although we are facing very big problems, just like uh, debt problems, circular debt problems, and we are deficit problems of current account deficit problems. But from last 70 years we were not facing a good governance. Sometimes we have faced good governance policies, but at the major times
Brother, take it right
from
into hot water. Do you have hot
no
water
no
near around you?
I am good, I am good, I am good.
Okay, okay, carry on.
Yeah, yeah. So from 1979 we are facing the Afghan problem. We are also running the Afghan peoples, just like they have always they always fought from 10 years. They were under the rule of Russia, and after that they were fighting in between themselves, and after the fighting after 2011, 2001, they were under the occupation of Americans. So that's a very huge problem for us, one of us, that instability in Afghanistan means instability in Pakistan. And
Okay,
in the meanwhile we are also facing a threat from our eastern borders. So this we are we are being sandwiched between the west and east actually. So same way we are we are active in eastern borders also, and the mean also in western borders, and
okay,
well,
Shemar.
we will
Okay,
make it.
Shemar, brother. Some dwellers of Afghanistan, they are claiming that KPK is the part of Afghanistan, and the still now I observe that the each inhabitants of KPK, they are patriotic Pakistani. So why the dwellers of Afghanistan is still claiming that KPK is a disputed land? Why are they
as
claiming that?
i
Why?
as I have told you earlier, that there was an agreement which is called Durand agreement. Durand
Okay,
was actually a Lord Durand. Actually, at that time, he made an agreement with the Afghan king, King Zair Shah, or I don't remember his name, who King Malik, at 1929 or 1919, in that days. The Durand agreement has been made in between them. Before that Durand, as I have told you earlier, that KP, some of the parts of KP up till the Peshawar and Balochistan. Balochistan was autonomous Baloch state, which was named as Kalat, and which was not under the occupation of English. And meanwhile, the KP and the north of Balochistan and the KP, there were the autonomous princely estates, and there, and they were more in coordination with the Afghanistan rather than the Pakistani area. If you see, there is a Indus River is the division between the uh, main Pakistan and the areas which are in coordination with the Afghanistan and the autonomous princely states and the Kalat state. It was totally divided between the river Indus is dividing them. But after the Durand agreement, these parts were became the British India.
okay.
During
So
Durrani Empire had borders from Afghanistan till Sindh. Yes, my brother Abdul Ali Muhammad Iqbal. Yes, I am I am defining the same, that Durrani Empire. Ahmad Shah Abdali was the owner who owns the Durrani Empire, it was not actually Sindh. It was not part of Sindh, not a part of Durrani Empire. Let me tell you, the Kalat state was separate from the Durrani Empire, but the western north area, northern Balochistan and the KP, these were the princely states and the autonomous regions. They were the more in coordination with the Durrani Empire rather than the British India. So that's, you are right. After during agreement, these parts which are right now included in the Pakistan and the Balochistan Kalat state, they were called as a uh, British British India. Actually, they became the part of British India, but the Kalat state was not annexed in the British India. It is as it was ruled by its own khans, the only state, and some of them just like Swat state and Dir state and some other states were there. Also, the north of
Okay.
Balochistan was also a state. They were not completely under the British rule, but during agreement, which is now called a Durand line between the Afghanistan and Pakistan, the border is called as a Durand line. After the Durand agreement, we this area became the part of British India. That's why the Afghans claim this area as their own, so as their own part of their own parts. And in history, and if you go back in history, Aurangzeb Alamgir was ruling this entire region. No, my brother, Aurangzeb Alamgir was Abdul Ali Muhammad Iqbal. Aurangzeb Alamgir was ruling this region before Ahmad Shah Abdali. After that, that time it wasn't a Durrani Empire, it was a
Okay,
Mughal
so
Empire.
brother, let's keep our conversation aside from the older previous story. So right now, I want to know about that. Since the beginning, I am hosting live session with the inhabitants of miscellaneous types of countries, and till now, I had hosted near around 500 dwellers of Pakistan, and since the beginning of my hosting live session till now, I have hosted more than 200 dwellers of Balochistan. I am observing that each and every dwellers of Balochistan are patriotic. They are they are the lover of Pakistan. They want to sacrifice themselves for Pakistan. But why? There is a provoke that Balochistan want to be independent. They are looking for freedom like Bangladesh. Why that type of news is still exposing through telemedia, even in print
Okay.
media?
Let me tell you about the Balochistan also. Balochistan was annexed in Pakistan in December 1948. It was not annexed in Pakistan as I told you earlier that Balochistan was not a part of British India. It was a separate state named as a Kalat. It was ruled by the Khan of Kalat actually. After 1947 independence of Pakistan, the separation of which is the biggest catastrophic for the Muslims, I think so, of subcontinent, that they have been divided between three parts: Bangladesh, Central India, and the western part of India. Right now, when the 1947 Pakistan has been made in the year of December 1948, Pakistan occupied the area of Balochistan. It is There is a controversy that the Khan has next with the Pakistan actually, but people mostly say that the Khan was not in contact with the Qadi Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah. That's why they are rebelling. And the second most part is Balochistan is a very remote part of the Pakistan, and it is very undeveloped. It is always ruled by the, although there was a governance framework, but it was always ruled by the tribal sardars, due to which the literacy rate of Balochistan is very low from the remaining part of the Pakistan, Balochistan, and there were no universities, there was no education, and I don't know who to blame for this, either the Afghani government of Pakistan or the government or the sardars of Pakistan. But in the government of Pakistan there were sardars, so even either blame government or sardar, they are the same, they are at the same pages. The the, the rebellions has been started against them. At first, rebellion was started against the 1948 annexation, forced annexation of Balochistan with the Pakistan, and after that, we were following the army operations against Balochistan. Why these operations has been taken place in Balochistan? There is a question between them because the common peoples has started this rebellion, not the Sardars. We can't say that the Sardars were the one who started this. Although the name of Sardars has been taken, but the part of that rebellion is the commoners, not the royals or the Sardars or the notables of that area. Because commoners know that they are facing a very devastating life situation in Balochistan. All the royals have they have education, they have monetary, they are strong in monetary terms, but the commoners they are not never ever strong about. Their commoners are not. They don't have any literacy. They don't have any opportunity of education. They don't have any opportunity of business and multi other reasons. Yes, we need separation from Pakistan. But let me tell you one thing: we don't need such kind of separation from Pakistan that if we separated from Pakistan and we will be fighting in between each other like under the notables. The notables are not the one who owns the Balochistan. They are suppressed over the people of Balochistan. So, if we want a separation from Balochistan, we want it under the intellectuals, educational scholars. We have to be ruled by the educational scholars, not by the notables or the sardars or the tribe elders of the
So
area. If
you want to lead a autonomous life, but you are not to be separated geographically from the map of Pakistan. Am I right?
even if we have been separated, but we should not be left on the behalf of the sardars. Rather than being under the rule of sardar, we we appreciate the rule under the Pakistan. That's far
Okay.
more better for us to under the rule of Pakistan rather than being under the rule of any Sardar or notable, because we know them very well that what are they and what they will do.
Okay,
Our
so brother,
Sardars
before
are
turning the okay, brother, we know Balochistan is known as the Switzerland of Pakistan. There is some mind-blowing views are still there in Balochistan, including Quetta. There is a sea beach there. I am not I cannot remember the name, but whatever I from different types of travel blogger, I observed that Balochistan is really amazing in a single word. So I want to
let me tell you, Rayanul
observe
Akbar,
the
I am
overwhelming
talking.
view directly in reality. I
Okay.
am still keenly interested to observe the overwhelming view, but I can't. The reason behind that I am not getting the visa there.
Mr. Rayanul Akbar, let me tell you one thing. At first, I would like to say that Balochistan is not a Switzerland of East. Switzerland of East is actually said to the Swat, which is a part of KPK Malakand division. Okay, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa.
Okay.
Balochistan is rich of mineral resources. Balochistan is rich of mineral resources, although Quetta is called as a Little London. It's not a Switzerland of East. Little London, you can call it a Little London of East
Little
actually.
London.
Little London. Quetta is actually
Wow.
called Little London. At once it used to be called, but right now this is a very devastating situation of the city. So you can't even call it you can't even make it call it a Little London
Okay.
no more.
Okay. Whatever. So do you before turning the conclusion, do you have any message for the dwellers of Bangladesh, including me? We are scared about Pakistan. We are thinking that if any Bangladeshi go there, he'll be killed, he'll be tortured, he'll be abducted and forcefully tortured, because we betray with you in the previous story of 1971. So Bangladeshis are scared about Pakistan. So do you have any
Okay, okay.
message for the dwellers of
I have
Bangladesh,
a
including
message
me?
for Rayanul Akbar, Mister. We Let me tell you one thing. At first, I would like to say there are millions of Bengalis who are residing in Karachi. Actually, they are
I know.
still residing in Karachi. And if you think that you guys will be butchered, then I think so that why the millions of Bengalis are residing in the Pakistan, and how they are residing, why they haven't been butchered yet. They are residing there. They are residing very peacefully. They are business personnel. Bengalis are one of the part of Pakistan. They are nationals of Pakistan. And let me tell you other thing. If Bangladesh has been separated from us, we still think that Bangladesh is part of Pakistan. We still think Bangladesh is part of a subcontinent, as a Muslim subcontinent. We still think as a
Definitely.
Bangladesh. We never ever think that the Bengalis are. Yes, there are certain circumstances which made the Bengalis to separate from us. We are not.
So brother, no need
We are
to
unhappy
discuss
about.
about the story of separation because that discussion will approach into political discussion, and political discussion is totally prohibited into the regulation of
Mhm.
my live session. So brother, thanks a
Yes.
lot to give your precious time. Although we both of us face technical issue, but because of your patience, Alhamdulillah, we do a most significant session, and the viewers will definitely uh, utilize the advice you give here. And inshallah, we will meet again, not in social media, we will meet in reality. Inshallah.
Yes. In last, I would like to say that every Bengali has been welcomed in Pakistan, and you guys are welcome to yesterday, today, and tomorrow also. So thanks
Okay.
a lot, Mr. Yanul Akbar, for your time. Have a nice meeting with you. Best of luck.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Khuda Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.
Allah Hafiz.